Chair Moffitt, is your microphone on?
Absolutely not, Carla. So I can hear myself just fine, is that not? All right, well, I officially called us to order at 6 o'clock for the record. And I believe before we get too deep into our agenda for today, which looks to be robust and exciting, we have an oath of office.
Thank you, Chair Moffitt.
Comment?
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Madam.
And you have 4 minutes, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I don't need that much. Thank you, sir. For the benefit of the folks in the room and people at home, my name is George Barich. I'm a former city councilman here in the city of Cotati. I have a question about the oath of office. First of all, you may know, if I haven't brought it to your attention before, that Ms. Berman is a convicted money launderer, okay? And there is a requirement that all commissioners and city council members fill out a Form 700 of, which is a declaration of economic interests. According to the city clerk and through our PRA request, it doesn't look like anybody on the Planning Commission has filled out their 700 form. Now, if I'm mistaken, please correct me, okay, because I've been mistaken in the past, but all this needs to be done before you take an oath of office or you serve on the commission. So this is a very important requirement that the state legislature has required of your position on the commission. It's a serious matter. So if you need a minute to take a break, take a recess, or advise me, I'd appreciate it. But I do want to put you on notice that Form 700, according to my knowledge, has not been filled out by anybody, okay, including a member or two on the city council. So with that being said, thank you. I'm an honor to be here tonight, and thank you, Chair Moffitt.
Let's continue with our oath of office.
Thank you, Chair. Tonight's oath of office for our newly
excuse me,
appointed...
Chair Moffitt, it looks like we do have a comment request via Zoom.
Oh, fantastic. I'll remember much better to ask for those in the future. Let's hear it from Zoom.
All right, Lori Alderman, you have the floor.
To congratulate did do this with this economic statement of economic ones, and they're supposed to be given on obtaining office, and they're supposed to be readily available, and they put it into a PRA request. So I wish you all to get on the city to put these on. It's not, we don't know what economic interests you have and you're making decisions about things, about the future of the city. And if there's any economic conflicts, we don't know about it. Thank you.
Carla, is there anyone else on Zoom that would like to comment?
Chair Moffitt, looks like that will end public comment.
Thank you.
Continuing with item 2, that is the administration of the oath of office for our newly appointed planning commissioner, and that will be done by community development technician Carla Duncan.
Susan?
Oh, yes. All right, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Sarah Sparks,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
All right, if you could sign right here. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome. And with that, Carla, would you please do a roll call?
Commissioner Sparks? Commissioner Gilardi?
Yes.
Commissioner Berman?
Present.
Vice Chair Long?
Present.
Chair Moffett?
Present. All right, let's please stand for a land acknowledgement. Absolutely.
I've spoken on this matter recently to no avail, but I want to bring some matters to your attention regarding what I feel is a ridiculous and silly land acknowledgement here. I've been coming to these meetings almost 30 years, and I don't even know how this got onto your agenda. It's just so silly. It says here, the City of Cotati recognizes that we are on ancestral lands of the coastal Miwok, who are original caretakers of this area. We don't know that to be true. It's a bunch of hyperbole and assumptions here. It's a bunch of virtual signaling, which is going on because the city's been under the policy to remove Chief Cotati from our city seal in an attempt to whitewash our city's history that was founded on this chief's name. I think eventually they want to change the whole name of the town because they feel it's offensive to Native Americans, indigenous peoples, and so forth, but this is a small step. This land acknowledgement says we respectively acknowledge the indigenous people who have been here and stewarding and maintaining the relationship with the land for millennia. We don't know that. We don't know if any other cultures were here before the Miwoks or the Pomos, okay? For all our evidence is how they took the land, they urinated on the land, they defecated on the land, they hunted on the land, they killed animals, left their offspring and babies to fend for themselves. I have no idea what this is here for. It's racist. You give no acknowledgement or respect to the other cultures, the other ethnic groups who have been here, who built this town from their bare hands. We don't know how many wars the indigenous people engaged in and fought and murdered and kidnapped. We don't know. The fact that we don't know just means that this is a bunch of liberal lunacy. Okay, it's a bunch of woke BS. And I don't want you people falling for it. I know you want to impress the city council, but you don't have to. You need to stand on integrity. You need to use critical thinking skills. And when you read something like that, like this, you need to take steps back up, do your research, which we're hoping people on the Planning Commission are going to do some basic research, and rise up and question these kinds of things, because you have a lot to question in this position that you're in going forward. There's a lot of things coming up, and this just smacks of the fact that you're going with the flow, you're going along to get along, and that's not a sign of integrity and character. It's a type of integrity and character that had me run off the city council because I would not go with the flow, okay? So I want you to think about this critically, and I want you to get a chance to think about this going forward to the next meeting and what you're going to do about it, because it's not going to go away. Whitewashing our city seal was not okay. No indigenous people or tribes came forward complaining about our Chief Cotati. Not one, ever. But they had the gall to remove that beautiful logo that we had, that beautiful city seal.
30 seconds.
Thank you, Carla. And it was shameful. I don't want you people getting caught up in this shame. at all. You're better than this.
Carla, is there anyone on Zoom who would like to comment?
Thank you, Chair Moffett. Speaking to our Zoom attendees, if you'd like to make a public comment, please use the raise hand icon, or if you're dialing in, dial *9. Chair Moffett, that will end public comment.
Thank you. Please stand for the land acknowledgement. The City of Cotati recognizes that we're on the ancestral lands of the coastal Miwok, who are the original caretakers of this area. We respectfully acknowledge the indigenous peoples who have been stewarding and maintaining a relationship on this land as knowledge keepers for millennia. This acknowledgement does not take place of authentic relationships within indigenous communities, but serves as a gesture of respect to the land we are on. And now the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Moving on to approval of the minutes. Do we have any comments from commissioners on minutes? Do I have a motion?
I move we approve the minutes. I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I need to do public comment on the minutes? I don't know why my brain, I just have a long day. Let's do public comment on minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Public comment for minutes.
Thank you, Chair. Very sharp of you to acknowledge that. Thank you so much. Yeah, including myself. I want to make one particular offer to correct the minutes. At the last commission meeting here, I came up and asked that Miss Berman resign or step down because she is a convicted money launderer. I don't see that anywhere on the minutes. It would be very simple to add that. That needs to be on the record that I've come forward stating this and requesting her removal. So I would ask you to add that. Thank you.
Any other comments from the audience on the minutes? No. Carla, are there any Zoom comments?
Thank you, Chair Moffett. Lori, you have the floor.
With the minutes, we really need to go back to their action minutes, and they totally do not represent anymore what happens in the meetings. You should go back 20 years, and it's all about what the citizens said, what was discussed but between the council, the commissioners, everyone, and they were beautifully written, and I can hope that someday we'll have such minutes. Thank you.
Chair Moffett, that will end public comment.
Let's try that again. Should we redo our vote? Does anyone want to change their vote based on public comment? No? Okay. Previous vote stands. All right. Moving on down, we have changes to the agenda. Mr. Housh, any changes?
There are no changes proposed to tonight's agenda.
Thank you. Now we move to public comment, oral and written communication. Any member of the public wishing to speak to the commission at any items listed on matters at hand or any matters not listed on the agenda that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission may do so at this time. I think we should start with Zoom this time, and then so that we're kind of going back and forth a little bit. So, Carla, do we have any Zoom public comments on matters not on the agenda?
Thank you, Chair Moffett. Speaking to our Zoom attendees, if you'd like to make a public comment, please use the raise hand icon or dial *9. And Chair Moffett, I'm not seeing any Zoom public comment requests.
All right, anyone in the audience?
This is for just things that are not on the agenda?
For things not on the agenda, yes.
Then that's okay.
Thank you. Michelle Berman, I don't know what you are still doing here, sitting up there at the dais. I gave you a chance to sit down with me in private and talk about all the money that you owe me and all the damage you've done to this town. You are a convicted money launderer under the laws, political action, the Fair Political Practices Commission, and under state law. Having you sit there in that seat is a disgrace. I don't want to send you to collections. I want to settle this personally with you as adults and as professionals. We can do this either the easy way or the hard way. And that's something I learned from our police department, a little technique they taught me. When I was on the council in 2009, you got up here to this podium and said, quote unquote, "Don't make me mad, George Barich. You don't want to make me mad." And it went on, and it went on. I mean, you really had me shaking in my boots. Pat Gilardi sat next to me, and she enjoyed the show with a little smirk on her face I'll never forget. Did you really think that you were going to get away with all this? If you did, that was a huge mistake. I didn't get mad. After the recall, the phony recall, I made a call to the FPPC, telling them about what I knew about you, about hustling me out of money and disguising it as the coalition to protect Cotati's future. Oh yeah. Then we leaked it to Pat Gilardi, knowing she couldn't resist filing a complaint. Oh no, she couldn't resist. I want my money back and need you to resign in disgrace. Maybe appointed council member Savage can loan you the money. You marched into my office when I served out front holding office hours on a Monday night. You and your Soviet comrades came in telling me what I needed to do or there was going to be a recall. Ganging up on me in there with your threats. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the Berman burrito speech. Let me take you back. 2009, I'm sitting there, I think where Ed's sitting. We had a nice, easy agenda that night. Berman walks in, raises her hands to speak, comes forward and says something like this: "I love Cotati. I really love Cotati. You know, Cotati is one of those towns where you can go downtown to Oliver's and get a $6 burrito, and you can eat all day and survive on that big burrito. I love Cotati." We sat there in disbelief. Who is this nutcase? You're a disgrace. Circus clown. The longer this goes on, the worse it gets, because I'm not going away. I remember our police chief sitting over here and smiling at your little show, because I too tried to cut his police budget, because we were in a huge financial crisis.
20 seconds.
Thank you, ma'am. Your little plan backfired, okay? And now you got to deal with it, like whatever you are.
Any other comments? Okay. Matters at hand. Our first matter at hand is the Redwood Row preliminary design review.
Thank you, Chair Moffett. Item 8A on tonight's agenda is the Red